My beloved child, as you read these words, I want to remind you that you are never alone in your struggles. The story of Matthew, the tax collector, holds a powerful lesson for your financial life today. Just as I called him from his seat of wealth and worry, I am calling you now. Matthew, surrounded by his riches yet weighed down by the burden of a life without purpose, was like a tree bearing no fruit, rooted but lifeless, but with two simple words: follow me. I invited him to leave behind his fears, his uncertainties, and his wealth. And so he did. Matthew rose and followed me into a life of purpose, faith, and abundance. Your prayer for financial miracle can bring the same transformation. If you trust in my power and guidance, I invite you now to subscribe to this channel, to take the first step in walking with me on this journey of faith. Together, we will explore the teachings that lead to both spiritual and financial blessings. Share your stories in the comments below, stories of how I have already worked in your life, or how you are seeking my guidance today. Your testimony can be the light that inspires others. Just as Matthew's life has inspired countless souls, imagine your financial burdens as heavy stones. Much like the ones blocking the tomb of Lazarus, they seem immovable, casting shadows over your hope and dreams. But just as I called Lazarus to rise, I can move the stones that block your path, leading you to financial revival. Your prayer for financial miracle is the key that unlocks this miracle. Every time you pray with faith, every time you trust in me, you are rolling away those stones, allowing my light to shine through the darkness of your financial worries. Faith, my child, is like the dawn breaking after a long night. It brings warmth, hope, and the promise of a new beginning. But faith without action is like a garden without water. I call you to act in faith, to live according to my word, to make wise decisions with the resources I have given you. Just as Matthew left behind his old life to follow me, I ask you to leave behind the fear, the doubt, and the anxiety that have kept you trapped. Your prayer for financial miracle is not just a request, it is an act of surrender. A declaration that you trust me to provide in ways you cannot yet see. Think of Matthew's transformation as the turning of seasons. He was like a tree in winter, bare, lifeless, and weighed down by the cold of greed and fear. But when he answered my call, his life blossomed into spring. The fruits of peace, joy, and purpose began to grow where there had once been only barrenness. In the same way, I want to bring new life to your financial situation. But first, you must trust me. You must trust that I will guide you, that I will provide for you, and that I will lead you into a season of abundance. If you feel these words stirring in your heart, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel and become part of a community that believes in the power of faith and the reality of financial miracles. Together, we will learn how to apply the principles of my teachings to your financial life. Just as Matthew learned to live according to my word. Your prayer for financial miracle is like a seed planted in fertile soil. It may not sprout overnight, but with patience, with faith, and with action, it will grow into something beautiful. Trust in me, and I will tend to the garden of your life. I will remove the weeds of doubt, the thorns of fear, and in their place, I will plant the seeds of prosperity, peace, and abundance. My beloved child, know this, I am the God who provides. Just as I provided for Matthew, I will provide for you. Your financial worries are not too great for me. Your prayer for financial miracle is the beginning of your journey toward financial freedom. When you trust in me, when you live according to my word, you will see the blessings that I have prepared for you. Trust that I am with you in every decision, in every moment of uncertainty, guiding you toward the abundance that awaits. Let me carry your burdens. Let me guide you through the challenges you face. Just as I called Matthew to a life of purpose, I am calling you to trust in me with your finances. I hear every prayer, and I am working even now to bring about the financial miracles you seek. My child, you are never alone. I am with you, always. 1. My children, follow me. My beloved children, I come to call you out of a life that feels like an endless storm of worry and fear. Just as I called Matthew from his tax collector's table, a place where gold weighed heavy on his heart but left his soul empty, I now call you. Your financial anxieties may feel like chains pulling you deeper into darkness. But I am here to break those chains. Just as I called Matthew to rise from his burdened life, today I call you to rise from the worries that bind your heart. I call you to follow me, to leave behind the fear, and to step into a life of abundance, not only for your soul but for your financial life as well. Your prayer for financial miracle is like a lifeline, reaching out to me, and I will pull you from the depths of despair into the light of provision and peace. Matthew's wealth was like a shimmering desert mirage, appearing to promise life, yet leaving him parched and unsatisfied. But when he left it all behind to follow me, he found the true waters of life, overflowing with peace, joy, and purpose. As Matthew abandoned his pursuit of fleeting riches, I ask you to do the same. Trust in me. Lift up your prayer for financial miracle with faith, and watch as I work wonders that will restore what you thought was lost. Imagine your financial worries as a heavy stone, blocking the entrance to the tomb where your hopes lay buried. Just as I rolled away the stone from Lazarus' grave, I will roll away the burdens that block your path. I will breathe new life into your financial circumstances. But first, you must let go of the fear that grips you. Your prayer for financial miracle is the act of placing that stone into my hands, trusting me to move what you cannot. My children, your worries are like a withering tree, bearing no fruit, drained by the harsh winds of doubt. But I am the gardener, and I will nourish your roots with faith. Let me take over your cares, and watch how your life flourishes. When you follow me, when you trust in my promises, I will lead you to a place where your soul and your finances bloom with the richness of my blessings. Follow me, and I will lead you from the barren wastelands of financial fear into a land of abundance. Your prayer for financial miracle is not just a plea, but the first step toward the life I have promised you, a life of faith, provision, and peace. Trust in me, and I will make the impossible possible. For I am the God of miracles, and I am with you always. 2. I see what you cannot see, my beloved children. When I called Matthew, I did not see the wealth he collected or the status he held. I saw something deeper, something hidden beneath the surface, his heart, yearning for change, for a life beyond the riches that surrounded him. And today, I see you in the same way. You may be caught up in your financial worries, focused on what you lack or the obstacles that seem insurmountable. But I see more. I see what you cannot see, your potential. Your capacity for blessings that go far beyond material wealth. I see the harvest of faith waiting to bloom, if you would only trust in me. You look at your financial situation and feel weighed down. But I see the seeds of faith that have the power to break through even the hardest ground. When you offer your prayer for financial miracle, do not only ask for money, ask for my guidance in every decision you make. Ask me to walk with you through each financial choice. For I will show you the way. The path to provision that you cannot see on your own. Just as I saw Matthew's desire for change before he could see it in himself. I see your ability to receive my blessings. If you trust me, your financial struggles are not invisible to me. But neither is your potential to rise above them. Your prayer for financial miracle should be a call for wisdom, for clarity, for strength to follow my lead. When you ask me for this, I will not only provide what you need, but I will open your eyes to the opportunities and blessings that have been waiting for you all along. My children, trust in what I see, not in what you fear. Your prayer for financial miracle is more than a request for money, it is a pathway to deeper faith and greater blessings. Let me guide you. And together, we will walk toward the abundance that I have prepared for you. 3. Let go of worry. And follow me, my beloved children. Just as I called Matthew to leave behind his tax collector's table, the source of his income, his security, I am calling you to let go of the worries that consume your heart. Matthew left the comfort of what he knew, trusting that I would provide for him in ways he could not yet imagine. In the same way, I ask you to release your grip on the anxieties that bind you. Your financial concerns are like chains, holding you back from the path I have prepared for you. But I am calling you to follow me. To walk down roads you have never seen. To trust in my provision that extends far beyond what the world can offer. Just as Matthew's table represented his wealth, your worries represent the false security of self-reliance. I ask you to set these aside, to surrender them to me. Your prayer for financial miracle is the key to freeing your heart from these burdens. When you come to me with faith, trusting in my plan, I will lead you to abundance, to a life where your soul is at peace and your needs are met. I see the roads ahead that you cannot see, and I will guide you through the uncertainty. Let go of fear, and let me carry the weight of your financial struggles. Give your financial burdens to me. Hand over your worries through prayer for financial miracle. And know that I am already working on your behalf. Do not worry about tomorrow, for I am the God of tomorrow, today, and forever. Trust in me, and I will provide for you in ways that exceed your expectations. As the flowers of the field do not labor, yet are clothed in beauty, so too will I care for you, my beloved. When you release your anxieties into my hands, you make room for my blessings to fill your life. The world tells you that financial security comes from striving, from holding tightly to what you have. But I tell you this, true security comes from faith. Your prayer for financial miracle is not just a cry for money, it is an invitation for me to lead you, to provide for you, to show you the riches of my kingdom. Trust in me, for I am with you, and I will never let you fall. 4. Blessings will come when you live by my word, my beloved children. I remind you today of a simple yet profound truth: when you live according to my teachings, You will receive blessings far beyond what you can imagine. Look to Matthew, who left behind everything to follow me: his wealth, his status, his security. He trusted me fully. And in return, not only did he find peace for his soul, but he also received the blessings of provision and abundance that flowed from his faith. Just as Matthew found peace and provision, so too will you receive the same. If you trust in my word, I see the struggles you face, the weight of financial worry that presses upon you. But I ask you, my children, to live by faith and not by fear. When you lift up your prayer for financial miracle, do so not with anxiety but with gratitude, knowing that I hear you. Work diligently, for I have given you the strength and wisdom to do so. But do not let the weight of worry lead you astray. Your future is in my hands, and I am the provider who sees beyond what you can see. Imagine your life as a tree. The roots of this tree are your faith, deeply planted in the rich soil of my word. As long as you water it with trust and gratitude, it will grow strong and tall. But when you allow fear and worry to creep in, it is like cutting off the water to the roots, causing the tree to wither. Your prayer for financial miracle is the water that nourishes the tree, and I am the gardener who will tend to it, ensuring that you are not just sustained, but that you flourish. Leave your worries in my hands, and watch as I bring growth, not only spiritually but in every aspect of your life, including your finances. I call you to live by the principles I have taught you. Live with diligence, work with purpose, but always trust in me. When you walk in obedience to my word, you will find that your prayer for financial miracle becomes not just a request, but a pathway to blessings. It is in this obedience, in living a life of faith and gratitude, that you will find the doors of heaven opening to you. Do not let the world distract you with its promises of wealth without wisdom, or success without surrender. I promise you true abundance, an abundance that comes when you walk in my light, when you trust in my provision, and when you release the need to control every outcome. Remember, your prayer for financial miracle is the key, but faith and obedience are the doors through which those blessings flow. 5. Patience in faith brings miracles, my beloved children. I know that waiting can feel like the longest journey, but I ask you today, do not let delays weaken your faith. Like a seed planted in the ground, there is a time for growth that you cannot yet see. Just as Matthew waited patiently for the transformation in his life, trusting in me despite what seemed like uncertainty, so too must you wait with faith. Your prayer for financial miracle is not unheard. It is like a seed growing beneath the soil, though you may not yet see its fruit. I am working. The miracle is coming, but it will come in the time that I know is best for you. Faith, my children, is like the foundation of a house. It must be built steadily and with patience, brick by brick. Do not let the storms of delay cause you to question the strength of that foundation. When you pray for financial miracle, do so with a heart of patience, knowing that I will provide at the perfect moment. Just as the sun rises faithfully after the darkest night, I understand your worries, and I see your needs, but I also see the path ahead that you cannot. Sometimes, I ask you to wait because I am preparing you for the greater blessings that are on the way. I am teaching you to trust in my timing, to lean not on your understanding but on my wisdom. Your prayer for financial miracle will be answered, but in the season when it will bring you the greatest growth, both in your faith and in your life. So, my beloved, remain steadfast. Do not let the passing of time make you lose hope. Just as a tree takes time to bear fruit, so too will the blessings I have prepared for you unfold in due course. Continue to pray. Continue to believe. And know that your faith is the key that unlocks the door to the miracles I have planned for you. Trust that I am never late, and that my timing is always perfect. 6. I always hear your prayers, my beloved children. Never doubt for a moment that I hear you. Every prayer you lift up, every silent cry from your heart, I know them all. Just as a loving parent listens intently to their child, I listen to you. When you come to me with your worries and desires, especially through your prayer for financial miracle, know that I am not distant. I am close, and I am already at work, even when you cannot yet see the answer. I am moving in ways you cannot yet perceive. You may sometimes feel that your prayers go unanswered, that your words disappear into the air without effect. But I tell you, my children, your prayer for financial miracle is never forgotten. It is like a seed planted deep in the soil, hidden from view but growing, waiting for the right time to break through the earth and bloom. I see the big picture, the full tapestry of your life, and I act according to what will bring you the greatest blessing in my perfect timing. Let me share a story with you. A story of one of my children who prayed with faith and patience. This person, burdened with financial struggles, prayed daily, lifting up their prayer for financial miracle with a heart full of trust. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, and still, they did not see the fruit of their prayers, but they remained steadfast, trusting that I was working, even in the silence. Then, in a moment they did not expect, a door opened, a new opportunity, a provision that exceeded their expectations. Their faith was rewarded, not because they prayed for wealth, but because they prayed for my guidance and trusted my plan. Just as I did for them, I will do for you. Your financial challenges are not beyond my reach. I see your needs, and I am preparing the path ahead. Your prayer for financial miracle is not only heard, it is cherished. I hold your prayers close to my heart, and I am working to bring about the miracles you seek. Trust in my timing, my beloved, for I will never leave you, and I will never forsake you. So, continue to pray, continue to trust, and continue to believe, even when you cannot yet see the outcome. Know that I am always listening, always responding, and always loving you. Your prayer for financial miracle is the beginning of a journey, and I am with you every step of the way. 7. Gratitude will unlock even more miracles, my beloved children. I want you to understand the power of gratitude. When I bless you with financial provision, I ask that you remember to give thanks. For gratitude is like a river that flows into every corner of your life, carrying with it even more blessings. Just as a river nourishes the land, so too does gratitude nourish your spirit, opening the door for more miracles. When you receive a gift from me, no matter how big or small, let your heart overflow with thanks. For in that moment, You invite my hand to continue working in your life. Your prayer for financial miracle is not only a request but a recognition of my grace. When you lift your prayers with a heart full of gratitude, you align yourself with the abundance I have already prepared for you. Gratitude is the key that turns a simple blessing into a flood of miracles. Just as the ground soaks up rain and produces fruit, your life will soak up the blessings that flow from a grateful heart. There is power in thanking me, not just for what you have already received, but for what is yet to come. When you approach me with a grateful heart, you are trusting in my provision before you even see it. Pray with gratitude in your heart through your prayer for financial miracle, and you will see abundance not only in your finances but in your spirit, in your relationships, and in every part of your life. Gratitude transforms every moment into an opportunity for blessing. Do not wait for the miracle to arrive before giving thanks. Gratitude is the seed that will grow into a harvest of blessings. It is through a thankful heart that I can work most powerfully. When you trust me, when you offer thanks even in times of uncertainty, I will pour out blessings that overflow. Like a cup that cannot contain its fullness, your prayer for financial miracle is the beginning. But gratitude is what keeps the blessings flowing, like an endless river of my grace. 8. Conclusion: follow me, and you will see miracles, my beloved children. Just as I called Matthew from his place of worry and wealth, I am calling you today. I see the burdens you carry, the fears you have about your finances. But I tell you this: if you follow me, if you leave behind your financial anxieties and place your trust in me, you will witness miracles in your life. I ask you to let go of the fear, for fear is the shadow that hides the light of blessings I have prepared for you. When you release your worries, when you place your faith in my hands, you make room for miracles to unfold. Trust in me, my beloved, for your prayer for financial miracle is the beginning of a transformation. Just as Matthew left his table and followed me into a life of peace and provision, I ask you to do the same. Walk with me, trust in me, and you will see the miracles I have promised, miracles that will fill not only your financial life but your soul with abundance. Your prayer for financial miracle is a declaration of faith, an invitation for me to step into your life and move mountains on your behalf. When you trust in my timing, when you give up control and follow my lead, you will witness the impossible becoming possible. Do not be afraid to take this step, for I am with you every moment. If this message has spoken to your heart, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel and share this video. Help spread the message of faith, trust, and financial miracles, so that more people may experience the power of prayer for financial miracle in their own lives. Together, let us build a community of believers who trust in the miracles I am ready to perform. Amen.